we discuss about some previous JMN's problems in kinematics. So here, this is the problem. If displacement of a particle is s equal to 2t cube minus 3t square plus 5, then find velocity and acceleration at t equal to 2 seconds. So we can solve this problem. So here, given data, that is displacement s equal to 2t cube minus 3t square plus 5. So now we can find out velocity. So here velocity means the rate of change of displacement is known as velocity. Here ds by dt. So here differentiate with respect to time to the displacement. So here ds by dt, it means d by dt of here s is 2t cube minus 3t square plus 5. So velocity v equal to 2 into d by dt of t cube minus 3 into d by dt of t square plus 5 into d by dt of 5. So here in this situation, so d by dx of x power n equal to n into x power n minus 1. So therefore here v equal to 2 into, that means 3t square minus 3 into 2t plus 0. So here d by dt of constant is equal to 0. Now v equal to 6t square minus 6t plus 0. So now here velocity at t equal to 2 seconds. At t equal to 2 seconds, its velocity v equal to 6 into 2 square minus 6 into 2. So therefore v equal to 6 into 2 square means 4 minus 12. So that is 24 minus 12. That is the 12 meter per second. So now we can find out the first point is completed. Now we can find out the acceleration at t equal to 2 seconds. So here acceleration equal to dv by dt. The rate of change of velocity is known as acceleration. So here d by dt of velocity is 6t square minus 6t. Okay. Now so acceleration equal to 6 into d by dt of t square minus 6 into d by dt of t. So here acceleration 6 into d by dt of t square means that is the 2t minus d by dt of dt, that means that is equal to 1. So 1 into 6, that is the 6. So therefore acceleration equal to 12t minus 6. So here you can find out the acceleration at t equal to 2 seconds. So at t equal to 2 seconds, its acceleration a equal to 12 into 2 minus 6. 12 into 2 means 24 minus 6. So here 24 minus 6 is equal to 18 meter per second square. So this is the acceleration at t equal to 2 seconds. So now problem number 2. So in the question, a train accelerates from rest at a constant rate alpha for a distance x1 and time t1. After that, it retards to rest at a constant rate beta for a distance x2 and time t2. Which of the following relation is correct? So option number A, x1 by x2 equal to alpha by beta equal to t1 by t2. Option number B, x1 by x2 equal to beta by alpha equal to t1 by t2. Option number C, x1 by x2 equal to alpha by beta equal to t2 by t1. Option number D, x1 by x2 equal to beta by alpha equal to t2 by t1. So these are the 4 options. So in this problem, we can assume velocity time graph. So in this case, so here when a particle starting from rest at a constant rate alpha for a distance x1, so this is the alpha, so this is the slope, its time is t1. So another one, after that it retards to rest at a constant rate beta for a distance x2 and time t2. So here it is retardation of the particle to reach the rest position. So here this is the beta. So this is the slope of second case. So this is the slope of first case. Its time is t2. So here this is the maximum velocity. So in this situation, alpha is equal to, alpha means it is acceleration equal to velocity by time. So that means V maximum by its time is t1. So this is equation number 1. At the same time, slope beta equal to, it is also a V maximum by t2. This is equation number 2. So here the slope of Vt graph gives acceleration. So in this situation, alpha by beta is equal to V maximum by t1 into t2 by V maximum. So V maximum cancel. That is the t2 by t1. So here alpha by beta equal to t2 by t1. Now we can find out displacement covered by the particle in 2 situations. So here displacement covered by the particle in t1 seconds is x1 and t2 seconds is x2. So here the area under the velocity time graph gives displacement. Area, here S means displacement, under the velocity time graph gives displacement. displacement. So now so here x1 equal to area under the time graph, so it is a triangle, so it means area of the triangle of base. So here base is t1, its base into height is v maximum. So this is equation number 3. Second case, displacement x2 equal to, it is also a triangle of base, so here t2 into height v maximum. So this is equation number 4. Now equation number 3 by equation number 4, we get x1 by x2 is equal to, so half cancel, v maximum cancel, p1 by 2. So now x1 by x2 is equal to t1 by t2 is equal to beta by alpha. So this is the last answer. So here in this case option number B is correct. Okay, problem number 3. The two ends of a train moving with uniform acceleration passes a certain point with velocity u and v. Find the velocity with which the middle point of the train passes the same point. Okay, and this problem, so here these are 2 points P and Q. Its velocity at point P is u, at velocity at point Q is v. So now the distance between 2 points is assumed, that is the s. So here you can find out the middle point of the displacement or 2 points. So this is the middle point. So here its velocity we can assume v dash. So now the distance between point P and, so here middle point is you can treat it as R. So here distance between P to R is s by 2 and R to Q is displacement is s by 2. Now in the case of this type of problems, we can using the equation v square minus u square equal to 2as. So here this is the case 1. Here case 1, initial velocity is u, final velocity is v dash. So now using the equation v square minus u square equal to 2as. So here final velocity is v dash, so v dash square minus initial velocity is u square equal to 2a, s1 is s by 2. So this is case 1. Now case 2. In the case 2, initial velocity is v dash, final velocity is v. So therefore final velocity square v square minus v dash square equal to 2a s by 2. This is equation number 2. Now here these two equations with comparable equation 1 and 2. Comparing equation 1 and 2, we get v dash square minus u square equal to v square minus v dash square. So here minus v dash square is converted to the LHS side, that is the 2v dash square is equal to u square plus v square. So therefore v dash square equal to u square plus v square by 2. Now we can find out v dash is square root of u square plus v square by 2. So this is the middle point of the distance between 2 points. Its velocity is v dash equal to root over u square plus v square by 2. Completed. Now problem number 4. A particle starts from rest. Its acceleration versus time is as shown in figure. The maximum speed of the particle will be. So this is the problem. So here diagram also drawn. So here 0 to 11. So here 11th second its acceleration is 0. At 0 second its acceleration is 10 meter per second square. So now we can find out the maximum speed. So here the area, solution of the problem, the area under acceleration time graph gives velocity. So here acceleration A equal to b by t, that means v equal to a into t. So here we can find out the maximum velocity, that means area under the OAB, right angle triangle. So area of right angle triangle OAB, it gives velocity. So maximum velocity equal to, so of base into height, base into height. So here V maximum equal to of, here base means that is 11 into height is 10. So 5 times, so 5 into 11, that is 55 meter per second. So this is the maximum velocity of the graph. Problem number 5. A particle located at x equal to 0 at a time t equal to 0 starts moving along the positive x direction with a velocity v that varies as v equal to alpha into root x. The displacement of the particle varies with the time is. So here x is, first option x is directly proportional to t, and second option x is directly proportional to t square, and third option x is directly proportional to t cube, and fourth option x is directly proportional to t power 4. So here alpha is constant. So now we can solve this problem. Given equation, v equal to alpha into root x. So here v means velocity, velocity means dx by dt is equal to alpha into root x. So here dx by root x is equal to alpha into dt. So now integrating both sides in above equation, integrating both sides above equation. So here in this situation, here 1 by root x, that means x power minus 1 by 2 into dx integral of is equal to alpha into dt. So in this situation, integral of x power n dx equal to x power n plus 1 by n plus 1. So in this situation, x power n plus 1, that is 1 by 2 by 1 by 2 is equal to, so alpha into integral of dt, integral of dx is x, so integral of dt is t. So now so here 2 into x power 1 by 2 is equal to alpha into t. So here x power 1 by 2 means that is the root x. So root x is equal to alpha t by 2. So squaring on both sides, x equal to alpha square t square by 4. So in the above equation, here x is represented by the displacement and t is represented time and alpha is constant, 4 also constant. So therefore x alpha is constant, 4 also constant. So x is directly proportional to t square. So second option is right. Problem number 6. A ball is thrown vertically upwards. Which of the following graph represents velocity time graph of the ball during its flight and the speed time graph in the same situation? So here, so in this situation, first of all, in the same situation, velocity time graph. So here, span along x-axis, velocity along y-axis. So here in this situation, this is the u initial velocity, it is also u. So here in this case, the projection point, velocity of the projection point is u. It is gradually in upward direction, it gradually decreases at the maximum height. So this point here, this is the point A, is a maximum height. Maximum height. At the maximum height, its velocity is 0, and then it gradually increases at the same projection point on the x surface. Its velocity is same. So that is the u. So in this situation, so here it is passing through the in negative y direction. So here in the vertically projected body case, velocity time graph is this one. So next, at the same situation, speed and time graph. So here in the same situation, speed and time graph is speed along y-axis, time along x-axis. So this graph is this one. So here its initial speed at a projection point, that is the maximum, then it is decreases in the case of upward direction at maximum heights, its speed is 0, and then it returns to the earth surface, its speed is gradually increases at the same earth surface at the projection point, its speed is constant. So in this situation, speed is a scalar quantity, so there is no direction. So here in the speed and time graph gives the, in the case of vertically projected body, it is the only xy plane. So there is no passing through the negative y direction side. Okay. Okay, its direction is this one.